Pison to Yeager, walking along the far circle, holds down low. Beaulieu back in front, goes off 2 different skates and back out to the far wall. 3:30 left here in the first, and 15 left on this power play for Wichita Falls. Now back down low, they score! A feed right into the low slot, and it's Eric Yeager to get his first goal of the season, first on the power play, and the Wildcats take a 1-0 lead. Laid down low again, back behind the IceRays net, swatted out to the near side, and worked all the way down into Wildcats territory. Liliev with a helping from a pick. Liliev short-handed on a breakaway, far side, tries to deke! Oh, just misses near side. That puck knuckled all the way across the net and was mere inches from tying this one up. This time Valerian with it, a chip off the backhand, looking up for Kuzin to try to spring ahead. Kuzin gets it 2-on-1 near circle. Kuzin holds, goes back far door. Bryant with a shot backhanded. Stopped down by Kappelmaster again. This time got full bore the leather on it. Played in down low. McGlynn gives chase behind the net. He's held off. Scratch that. Mason Kruger, who plays up to Lindsay near point. Lindsay holds. He winds. He fires. Ricochet off player in front. Take a chance. They score! A tapper going around a couple of bodies, and it could be Lindsay to get his first of the year. And we're tied at 1. 5:03 left in the second. Kappelmaster comes from out of his net to play it up the right wing. And back comes Lone. Into the offensive end, Lone with some speed. Swings behind the net. Turns out near side circle. Takes a shot. Ricochets off a player in front and scores. Ben Lone off of Tucker Bender and up over Graham Hunt. That gives the Wildcats a 2-1 lead on the power play. Looking back behind him is Power. Plays it back to Kuzin. High slot. Holding. Waiting for it. Kick save on the shot by Kappelmaster. Spillin plays it back in deep again. And now flip up. Home run pass. And going all the way down is Van Wyne. Van Wyne with a shot. He scores. Van Wyne played it into Hunt, and before he contacted the netminder, puck squirted through, and now it's a 3-1 Wildcats lead. Holds on near side of Butala at the other end wall. Flips by one check, can't get by the second, and so the Wildcats come 2-on-1. Eric Yeager left side. He has Albrecht Legier holds, shoots and scores. Eric Yeager just held a little bit longer to feed it by Graham Hunt over his left shoulder. For Yeager, that's his second of the night, and the Wildcats take a 4-1 lead. So Breyer will draw off with Poikala far side circle. It's won by Poikala, brought up the far end by Jeff Baum. He'll stop at the far side, half wall feed over near side, and that will do it here from the American Bank Center. On game 1 of this 12-game series against the Wildcats, it's a 4-1 loss for the IceRays, and they stop down in their first home loss of the season. And a PK that went 6 for 8 last evening. Wildcats win it. Fed up to Baum at the blue line, fed over far side, one-time shot, they score! A redirection in front by Andre Pison. Pison will get goal number 3 of the season, and the Wildcats take an early 1-0 lead. Picked off on the outlet by Poikala. Now Poikala to the circle, looking for Van Wyne. Instead comes up to Hines near wall. Van Wyne's now far side, one-timer, they score! What a rip coming from Alexei Poikala for his second of the season in his 8th game, and the Wildcats just like that take a 2-0 lead. Now hemmed up in the far corner. 2 players go tumbling, walking out with it. Up the far side is Garrett Van Wyne. Van Wyne short-handed, kicks far circle, drops back down low, back in front, backhanded shot, stopped by McKay at first. And second chance just chips up and over the netminder. So a short-handed goal coming for the Wildcats. And 15:06 left in the second. It's now 3-0 Wichita Falls. Squirts its way back to Wildcats territory at Baum. Comes by one check, feeds up now, breakaway for Albrecht near side. Albrecht going far side with a shot, he scores! 5-hole through McKay. Austin Albrecht gets goal number 2 of the year, and the Wildcats have now jumped out to a 4-0 lead. With a 4-goal deficit, almost a chance for Breyer and McGlynn in front. McGlynn gets it back behind the net, and he and Breyer are trying to scrum out for it. Dalton still pushing Breyer down. He's forced into the boards, and that's going to be a penalty coming against the Wildcats, and now 2-on-2 pile-up on top of Breyer, who was forced in, not under his own power. Epalakwa had that center ice taken away. Ben Lown now with it. Feeds over near side to DeMontis Cypus. Carter Johnson steps in. Back to Baum. Now fed up Ryan Kuzin near side circle. He holds. He shoots off the top of the crossbar. Bedded in. They score! Off a care of Ryan Kuzin, credited with his 2nd goal of the season. And the IceRays have finally tallied. Now 4-1 Wildcats. Takes a hit in the far corner. He's wrapped up and held off as the Wildcats still hold. And walking back out to their own blue line. Long lead pass, Ben Lown near circle, holding, shooting, they score! Ben Lown roofed it over McKay, maybe got some contact in front, but Lown has his 2nd in as many nights, and it's now 5-1 Wildcats. Full advantage now off the draw. Canepa drops with Austin Albrecht, and the first fight of the season in the Wildcats' end. Canepa trying to lay some big quick hits on Albrecht. Gets a couple in with the right hand. He grapples with Albrecht, both swinging rights. Couple of big hits from Canepa. Big jabs from Austin Albrecht. He takes him down. And ding, ding, ding. That's a winner for Austin Albrecht. But Canepa trying to spar off and get the momentum going in the IceRays' favor off the draw. And the first fight of the season goes to Canepa. Almost head first into the boards on his own. It was Nick Rosa. And White gets it back near side, looking for the one-timer from Rosa. Goes back to Baum, lays it down low, loose in front. Rosa with a shot off the far post. Karaman is wiped out. A high stick play over top of the crossbar will wipe out that advantage and that fortunate bounce for the Wildcats. It will stay at 5-1. Make a wish there's 11-11 on the clock remaining in the third period. Nate Breyer will draw off against Garrett and Van Wy. Won by Breyer, forced up and out of the zone off the glass, and slides back into IceRays offensive territory. Kappelmaster interferes with Liliev coming in. There's not a call there as the netminder was out, and back into IceRays offensive territory. Kappelmaster goes down, back behind the play. Hines takes a shot, it's saved down, and now play freezes up. And nothing was seen. Liliev is skating around, and now he's going to be escorted. Now, it's worth noting that Liliev was taken out by Kappelmaster. Nothing came, so Liliev is being charged on the retaliation, and that'll be a misconduct, and out he comes for the rest of the evening, and that gives the 2,000 plus here at the American Bank Center a chance to show their displeasure to this officiating crew, and now things have come unraveled for Corpus Christi. Matt Hines gets off the face-off draw, fit over far side. Jake Dalton holds, feeds down low, and gets it out. Back to Dalton, he holds high slot, takes a shot, goes wide, and comes back out near side. Crowd is now restless after seeing all that unfurl, and you don't blame him. Good serve to the far side, back far side to Dalton, he scores. Dalton finds a seam, gets it through the middle of the slot, and it's now 6-1 Wildcats. Johnson and Goodsir will wait until Delaney drops off. It's won by Goodsir to Ben Lown. The far side, now back to Lown, outside the near circle. Still holding it, still 5-on-3. Rosa near side takes a shot, kicked out by McKay. Second chance, they score. Nikita Litviak from down low. Just got a second chance play. And Litviak, he gets his first of the night and overall third of the season, and it's now 7-1 Wildcats. They're going to wave off, and that will round out the rest of the evening here at the American Bank Center from Shale Magazine Rink. And the gentleman's side is just to hold on to it behind the net and not force any more incursions. A 7-1 Wildcats lead to end out the weekend, and the IceRays end the homestand even at 2-2 and are swept by Wichita Falls early this season.